All right, so we're composing functions. You might want to pay attention here. Composition of functions. This means put two functions together. Okay. So we're going to put two different functions together now. All right. So we're going to start just graphically. What does this look like graphically? Okay. Let me get focused here. So I'm just going to start you with something you know. Do you know this graph is called f, right? Do you know how to evaluate f at 0? Okay, what is the 0? It is, but is it an x or a y? No, it's an x. So this means what is the y value associated with 0? 0x, what's the y value? 8. Okay, so f of 0 is 8. So that would mean that 0, 8 is on the graph, right? That's why function notation is really nice, because it tells you the point. Okay, what's g of negative 2? Here's g. What's g of negative 2? Negative 2, because that's the y value. So you go negative 2 is the x, the y is negative 2. So the point is on the graph, right? I'm going to leave these other two for you to do. Now, here's where we're putting functions together. F of g of 0. Careful there, Alan. Okay, so this means we need to do g0 first. What is g of 0? 2, okay? So that means we need to do f of 2, right? Because g of 0, we've just substituted 2 in there, right? F of 2 is, thank you for already having that ready, 0, right there, right? So you're just doing a two-stepper instead of a one-stepper, okay? That's what we're putting them together in a string, okay? So what is f of g of 2? Okay, so g of 2 is 0. What's f of 0? 8. You think you get the hang of that? Yeah. Okay. Tell me this. Can f of g of x be negative 1? This is working backwards. So, can f be negative 1? That's negative 1, right? So f can be negative 1. What's the x value? 3. Now we need to go 3 on the g. What's the x value? 3 over down, 3 point something, right? See how we're working backwards there. So instead of going x, like these ones, we start at 2, we get 0, we go to 0, get 8, right? Now we're working backwards. So here we started at negative 1, went to 3, go to 3, and we get a number, right? Oh, sorry. Okay, so f and negative 1. So on F, we have -1, the X value is 3, right? So now I go to the Y values of G at 3, and I see that it exists. Does it ask you to get the Y value? No, it just says, can it happen? Yes, it can, and explain it. Okay. Something like this would suffice. Oop, that needs to be a 3 here and 3.5 here. Okay. So notice we go from a Y to an X to a Y to an X. So let me rewrite that. Those are the hard ones. So we're just putting things together. I want you to try to finish this. When we're all finished, if we have time, we'll do some, we can either do the algebra or we can do some inverse functions practice. That's going to be your choice, but we got to finish first. Okay? You do have a half an hour. No, 20 minutes. You should be able to get this done. Okay? So we're just putting functions together.